righty, and welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William.
And I'm Tony.
From
Blacktop Magazine.
Yeah. Davis couldn't make it today, but spent the day with Tony instead.
It was a nice day.
Yeah, it was really cool. We, let's see, picked me up 6:45-ish in your 56 Fairlane.
Right.
That's got the 390 C6.
Yes.
9-inch rear end.
Mm-hmm.
What gears?
I think 373, something like that. I'm not exactly sure.
375?
375, probably,
Okay.
yeah.
That thing's solid.
Hey, thanks.
I'm still impressed with that car. Yeah, I mean, going 80 miles an hour, and this was just solid.
Thanks, yeah, it was fun.
And even with those gears, it wasn't like winding out too much. You know, like when guys go too tall with the gear ratio, you can't go on the freeway. You know, it was a really nice ride.
Thank you. Yeah.
But we went out to the Mooneyes show, Mother's Day show, which this was the first time they've done it.
Yeah.
And do you know why they started doing another show?
Well, I think they say it's not a replacement from the rained out Christmas show, but they added this because I believe they're not going to have the track at December.
Oh, that's right.
Next year, or this year.
Right, this is the last year of Irwindale.
Right.
So they're going to have to find another track.
Yeah.
If they're... Shoot. Where is another track?
Fontana. Verona.
Bakersfield,
yeah. Mooneyes in Bakersfield. I wonder how that's going to fly.
Well, and then potentially Terminal Island.
Yes.
Which Davis and I talked about last podcast, but we met the guy today. His name's Donald. I didn't catch the last name.
I didn't get it either.
But you know, they're racing in his gasser.
Yeah.
If he's from San Pedro, so he's coming in for an interview on the 24th.
Okay. I'd like to know more about, because he was talking about getting involved in the city council to bring that track back, and how he helped the mayor get elected, but the mayor's like, who are you again? You know? So now he's involved in a local area council and stuff, getting into the political scene so he can help them make the right decision and bring back the raceway.
Right, because honestly, by the emails that I saw, I did not expect someone that young.
Okay.
I expected, you know, your kind of old guys rule. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe the visor with the...
Oh, no.
You know,
not the street rod guys with the...
You know, but this is normal dude that, you know, just wants to race. Mm-hmm. And so when I looked the other day, they're only like 400 signatures shy of what they need.
Yeah, he said there was over 2,500 signatures, so I guess they need 3,000.
That sounds...
Yeah.
The numbers sound right. Have you signed the petition yet?
No, I didn't even know anything about the petition. Okay. So,
well, go to primerpodcast.com. And
I've heard of that place.
And I put it on the homepage the other night. You click on it, give your name, address, typical petition stuff, and poof.
Even though I'm not a Terminal Island resident or San Pedro resident?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so anybody.
Yeah. Because
they're going to draw people off the streets in Long Beach, Garden Grove, or wherever to go race there.
Exactly.
I got it.
And if it works, you know, imagine the business that could be bringing in. You know, not only the construction of the place, employees, but bring in shows.
Right.
You know. Yeah. If there's space.
Oh, there's, vending, there's, the catering, having somewhere to have food there and stuff. And I'm sure the outlying areas, bars and stuff afterwards,
Oh, yeah.
Could be a big boom.
You know, because, Terminal Island's that hub between Long Beach and Pedro, and then on the other side, Wilmington.
Yeah.
Across the Henry Ford Bridge.
So here we go. Huntington Beach is known as Surf City. We could have Drag City.
on Drag City on Terminal Island.
Yeah, I'm liking that. San Pedro be called Drag City. Or
Yeah. Well,
because parts of Long Beach are Drag City, if I remember right. But that's a different kind of drag.
yeah. That was a number of years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's changed. They moved to Palm Springs.
It's not as ghetto as it was.
Right.
There was a point where it was
Really?
just dirty.
Oh no. Okay, but we digress.
Right. Back to the show.
Yes.
Mooneyes show was. I thought it was a really, really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Not as large, or not as many cars as I would have liked to have seen.
Right.
But it also wasn't like too many cars like the Christmas show can be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Christmas show they pack them in.
Yeah, it was comfortable. There was space, and we got there relatively late. Just before it opened to the public. Really, we got there 7:30ish.
Yeah.
And there was space next to me, us, and
We drove right in.
yeah,
When have you ever driven right in for anything there? Just because you get off the freeway, you have to make that U-turn because they've got everything blocked off, and then it just gets all backed up.
right.
That was weird.
Yeah.
But it grew, had a little bit of everything. Plenty of Fords, which I like.
Yeah, especially in the race pits. So that's where we hit first. So take it from the beginning of the day, we went right over to the racetrack.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. And of course, we were standing in the wrong area.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which, that's every other time that I've been. That's where
Right.
it was.
Well, the one guy was telling me, "You guys are okay to be here." Bob Beck said it was cool, but then the guy that was on the track came over and told you guys got to move.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to set up an argument.
But that guy was cool. He was
Yeah.
like, I told him, I was like, I'm sorry. This is where we've always gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, those efforts changed it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that's what he said. If you want, you can come out on the track.
Yeah, that's nice.
With me.
Right.
And that's the guy that's hitting the switch.
Okay.
On the Christmas tree. That's why I booked.
I see. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, where did you go? And then I see you in the middle of the lanes.
Right, because I wasn't. He said I could. I didn't want to come back 20 minutes later.
Right, right.
Hey, you said I can come. It was like, so I haven't. We just got back. I haven't looked at any video yet, but
Right.
I know I've got some killer stuff just because I was right there.
You were. I mean, we should have smell-o-vision. I mean, you're there with the exhaust and
the exhaust
smoke,
was hitting me.
tire smoke. Yeah.
Crouched down, taking a low shot, and I'm just, getting it from both ways.
Right. But I was over on the other side, so I think we're gonna have some good photos and video from two different angles.
Exactly.
So it'll be good.
And there's only a handful of press there.
Yeah.
In the past, there's been a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But, what's kind of cool is, during that time, every single, not every single, but most of the pictures that people are taking in the from the grandstands, private podcast.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right there. Next time we got to bring that banner onto the racetrack. Yeah, see if that works.
Oh, hop the fence.
Right.
Tack it up.
Right.
With all the other banners.
Cover up the one and done.
But the drag racing was great. And again, not a big turnout, but enough where they kept them going,
Yeah, I really would have expected more race cars there. There wasn't that many. They ran all day, kept running and running and running, but I expected to see more race cars because there wasn't any other racing going on today. There was plenty of car shows going on to understand why it might be light there, but the race cars.
It could have been
poorly publicized.
Yeah. Or if it was, it'd be like, this is a first year. Okay, but then again, if you're a drag, if you're like,
I can race.
That's a day you could drag.
Right.
You know, not like, oh, there's hardly going to be anybody there. That's what you want, because that means more passes.
Yeah.
So it just must not have been advertised very well.
Right.
You know, because we didn't find out about it until Good Guys, which was like weeks ago.
Right.
You know, that should have been something they started pumping early.
Well, I remember hearing about it after Mooneyes Christmas, but not just last month. It must have been February or so I heard about it going on, but I wasn't even planning on going because it's the day before Mother's Day, and I got a lot to do around the house. You know, I mean, quite truthfully. But I'm glad you invited me, and it was a great day out there.
And then walked the vendors, saw plenty of people.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Bob, Mitzi from Mitzi and Company. Mm-hmm. Thanks for introducing me.
I thought you knew her.
No.
You went to her open house and everything, and
no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, I tried to introduce you to everybody.
I know, which is funny because that's the one that you didn't.
Oh man,
the one that we were trying to work an interview.
All right, I'll leave now. I'll leave.
But the people from Vintage Class.
Yeah. Bow Monster.
I was gonna say it wrong. Yeah, I was like, how was this? Because I wanted to say Bob Monster or something.
Yeah, no, it's Bow Monster.
Bow Monster.
Yeah,
that was a nice guy.
Yeah,
need to bring him in.
Mm-hmm. Who else did we run into?
Oh, you've got all your magazine people.
Yeah. Oh, Erica was working the SoCal or the Car Culture Deluxe and Old School Rods booth, signing autographs.
Gene Winfield was out there working it.
Oh yeah, he's always working it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But he always stops, shakes your hand, says hi.
Sure does.
Doesn't know who you are.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
There are times today it seemed like that. He might have been off, but there are times I've seen him and I hadn't seen him in months. Oh, Tony, how's that magazine going? Like, I'm floored.
Okay.
Floored. You know, like, what? Really? You remember who I am? And I have a magazine? What? And but yeah.
Well, speaking of the magazine, you just had a new issue come out.
Yeah, number 7.
Number 7.
I call it the Elegance issue.
Oh,
yeah.
Why?
I did the feature stories on the Cadillac Kings of Orange County.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I want to do something because they're Cadillacs, you know, something a little classy. The issue before that was a little racy with the girls in Jack's trunk, and so I thought, oh, you know, mix it up a bit. And then Veronica Velvet came out for the shoot with the Cadillac Kings, so she's on the cover. She was there at the show, looking gorgeous as always. And then so yeah, that's why Elegance. So and there's this really nice elegant chopper from Sweden in the magazine, and a 63 Avanti that's kind of been customized by this guy Nick Berger. So there's some neat things in it. Yeah.
How do you go about deciding what's going to go in the magazine? Was it like today when you saw that Ford bread truck and say, I want it,
yeah,
I want that?
Pretty much. I'll look, I go, wow, it's already been 3 months. I got to get another magazine out. What do I got? And I started looking at all the articles. And in fact, this one was a little motorcycle light, so I wanted to add something. So I thought, well, I need one more page of motorcycle stuff. So I looked in my archives, and there was a video that Billy and I were in, a music video shoot. That a friend that we met through the Abilities Expo, Billy met this girl. She's in a chair, and she is a model, dancer, and video producer, and she was doing this music video. So she invited us to be part of a motorcycle gang in this music video. So I put a page of photos from that shoot. There was Tiny Lister and Gene Snitsky in it, in the video. So I have pictures of them, and so that'd be kind of fun to show something we did back in 2009.
Cool.
You know? So yeah, stuff like that.
I know you can pick the magazine up at Mooneyes.
Yes.
If you're actually, go to the shop, it will be there. Mm-hmm. Who else carries it?
So far, the only other person that carries it is Penny at West Coast Customs. So anywhere they're set up, they got the issue there too. And then today, though, the Old School Rods Car Culture Deluxe, Erica had a couple of issues there too. So that was really nice. Yeah.
And then, of course, blacktopmagazine.com.
Yeah.
You get a preview of what's in there?
Yes. You can preview the whole magazine.
Oh, okay.
At the link, yeah.
And then then order up through there. I don't know what's going on.
You all right?
Yeah, I got.
Take another swig. Yeah, you you preview it on MagCloud because it's print on demand. So you can preview the whole thing, and then if you want to purchase it, click the buy button, and $10 plus shipping, you get it.
Okay. Then it was the calendar that you could not preview the whole thing.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know why, though. That'd be interesting.
Well, I remember looking at it, and it's
okay.
I got like the front cover and the back cover.
Oh,
or something like that.
Okay. There are two different ways to preview them, and sometimes they just show the first 3 pages, kind of thing. But I'll look into that.
Okay, or I was doing it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can download past issues, the digital version for free. The magazine itself you can still order, but if you want a digital version for your iPad or whatever, I want you to have it. That's all. I just want people to know about it. It's not like I make a living. I got a new Mercedes because I got a magazine out. Not at all. I just want people to know about it.
Yeah, and the hard copies, it's quality. It's not like it's not something that like you went to Kinko's and did like when you're 20 years old and you're or.
Stapled together.
Exactly. Where you're counting pages because, every page costs a nickel.
Right.
Like, I got to shrink this down.
Yeah.
And then whenever I did stuff like that, I always, because I made flyers for the bands I was in.
Sure.
It's like always used, you had to use Scotch tape. So around like the image that you put on the page so that you wouldn't see the line
when you're
you cut it out.
Yeah, right. Interesting. Yeah.
And then we didn't talk about it last week with Davis because we knew you were coming, and I didn't email you because you're going to be here. You're here. So
right.
How's the bad bike build going?
The bad bike build. It's going a little bit slow right now. There's a couple of parts we need to get. We've got to call into a couple vendors, seeing that they're going to help us out. So I'm waiting to hear back from them before I just start plunking down some change for it, because I really don't want to do that, because the more we can get donated, the more we can give to the American Diabetes Association.
Right.
The sale of the bike, the money's going to go to the American Diabetes Association, but if I have to put money into it, then it's like I got to get that back, just because I'd love to do this where I can just give it all, but I just can't,
Hey, you're giving your labor.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And a lot of promotion for the companies that are helping us out. That's one thing that's great. I mean, we've got a lot of great friends out there, so visit badbikebuild.com and you can see the list of everybody that's helped us out and all that. It's pretty vast.
Yeah. Oh, we also saw Patty.
Oh, yeah.
From the Gasoline Girls.
Mm-hmm.
She did the
all-girl car show.
All-girl car show. Girls in the Garage.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, that's the series that she has at the college, right?
Right, but she used the same name for the car show. Girls in the Garage, all-girl car show, and vintage fashion boutique or something like that. Mm-hmm. But she's going to do it again next year.
Great. That was a neat show.
She said she learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, putting on a show for the first time, imagine you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Or it didn't seem like she did, but
I didn't notice any.
Right. But things like bathrooms.
Oh, I guess I didn't need one.
Yeah. Food.
I didn't eat.
Yeah. Okay. But,
sure.
If that show is going to grow, those are going to be some issues. And it was more issues with, because it was on at the school, know, and so there's different rules and permits or something, permissions and stuff.
But it was, I mean, I think you guys mentioned it too when you talked about it before, is that that show was twice as big as I thought it was going to be. For a specialty show, all-girl car show, first year, I was like, wow. I pulled up in the parking lot. I'm like, wow, this is a pretty big deal. They got a lot of cars there, so.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, how many women are in the club? And so, okay, there's a handful there. Mm-hmm. A few friends, I was thinking 15, 20 cars.
Right.
Realistically, because,
But what ended up? I think it was like 100 or something, right?
I think it was around
maybe not as much as 100.
60, 70.
But there was other female car clubs,
right?
Too. So there was several represented, not just gasoline girls or.
It was the Dames of Destruction.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, we saw them today.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but they were all wearing red.
Yeah, and some Model A people came out too. But that's another good show.
Yeah,
I like supporting the small shows.
Yeah,
that do it well, and I think that was another good show.
You know what it reminds me of is years ago when they had the Long Beach Roller Derby going on.
Oh, they still do.
Oh, they still do? Oh, great. When they first started out, though, it was like so grassroots. And it was two sisters that started this whole league and being under the dome and all that. And I thought it was the coolest thing because it was in the middle of the recession. And here's a couple of people that just decided to, we're going to boost the morale of our community and put on this event. And it was fantastic. Before they got the track and they were just racing on the flat cement, it was really cool. I mean, we're sitting there on a turn, and the girls would slide right into your legs. You're like, yeah! Of course, Billy didn't feel it, but it was, it's like awesome, man. It was really cool.
Yeah. It was probably at least 3 years ago. Or 2 or 3 years ago, Davis and I and the wives went.
Oh, okay.
And it was under the dome, and they
had the bank track.
Yeah, it was the first night of the bank.
Oh, okay,
track.
I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to show you. It's when we first started doing the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And so you can see me interviewing, some of the girls during intermission.
Right on.
It's on our YouTube channel.
It's funny because it might have been that night or another one, but Gordon from my car club, the Mercifuls, he's got a 58 Cadillac, and his chassis had broken. He was out on a date, and the fucking chassis broke. I don't know how, I forget. But we're at the thing, and there's this girl, and one of her nickname was Buster Chassis. And I'm like, Gordon, is that your date? It was too much. He got a kick out. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind if she was my date.
Buster Chassis.
Yeah, Buster Chassis. I'll never forget her.
But I don't think they do it under the dome anymore.
No, they got basically, they jacked the rate up so much they had to move, and I haven't heard back from them since. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, way to go, Long Beach.
Yeah.
You had something good going, get a little greedy, and you lose it.
Because the girls just invested in that track. I mean, that was neat. The bank, although I liked it on the flat surface, it was a little more personal. You're right there. They didn't have the big grandstands and stuff, but yeah, they had a good thing going. They had vendors there, I got a high and tight from Layrite there, or Hollywood's. They do that Layrite goo for your hair, but
because that's right over here on 4th.
Oh,
or there's one on 4th.
Okay.
And there's a skate shop. Or for roller skates.
Well, yeah,
further down.
And a lot of the vendors that were there were 4th Street vendors. I mean, they're all.
I think one of the team's names was the Retro Rollers.
Retro Rollers. I want to say Retro Dolls or something like that.
Okay, but that's all that 4th Street area.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm trying to think of it. I can't come up with any.
Yeah, there was really cool names. There was the what's that other part of town here? Bixby. There was a Bixby Knolls set too, and
probably a Belmont Shore reference.
Yeah,
like Belmont Babes or something.
Right. But it was cool. It was so cool. But yeah. Well, also we met up. Going back to the Mooneyes show, I introduced you to Andrew with that bike he built, that brass monkey. Jesus.
That thing was
the detail on that.
Incredible detail.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that good of work. Like,
and I saw that bike when it was bare metal, and I'm like, really? You're going to do something with this? I mean, it was cottage cheese welds. He picked it up, and so he fixed it all up. And he used to work with Gene Winfield.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So he's got, this isn't his first build.
No.
Okay, because
that Cadillac he's building, that Cadillac truck, 59 Cadillac truck, which is at Blacktop Magazine too, showing it in mid-construction, that's his first full car build. I'm like, and you chose a 59 Cadillac as your first full-size car build? I mean, you can't get fuller size.
Yeah.
So he took a four-door coupe or sedan DeVille and cut the back out and making a truck out of it. Chopped 4 inches.
More like Ranchero El Camino-ish rather than...
Yeah, he's keeping the fins and those fenders. It's all unibody, you know.
Okay.
But, yeah. Nutty.
For your first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Full size, yeah. But it's going along right, that's for sure.
Whew.
Yeah.
I imagine he's got the space to work on it to do something like that. Because I mean
there's a shop
that's got to be frame off.
It's over near San Pedro, his shop, and it's about I want to say 1,000 to 1,200 square foot shop. And I think it just barely fits in there. And yeah, there was a lift, like a 2-post lift. But yeah, it's really wild.
To do something in your spare time.
Yeah.
Be one thing if that's what you did all day and it was a customer car or something, but this is your own side project.
Yeah. So I asked him, I called him up recently about 3 months ago, and I said, hey, Andrew, how's the truck going? I want to do a follow-up, because we just saw it was, just really, the chop was done and so forth, the shaving and everything, but he just needed to do the bed. And he goes, well, I kind of put on hold, so I'm working on that bike you saw. And I'm like, okay. And now today we saw that bike, I'm like, jaw drop. Brass monkey.
The patience that you would have, all those little holes and designs and then patience and then the skill to do it.
Mm-hmm. It was just nicely done. A lot of brass, a lot of chrome, a lot of nice rich brown paint with pearls and these circles that were just so cool. I just love those circles, the way the guy airbrushed them in, and these panels and the edges on the gas tank. It wasn't all nice and smooth around. It had this nice edge to it,
I would imagine that's TIG welding.
I imagine.
To get something like that. And then shaping and sanding and grinding and starting over. And, it's like, oh, I messed that corner up.
I mean, we're putting together this bike for the bad bike build, and it's basically stock. I mean, we got a DNA front end for it and all that, but it's basically kind of stock. We're getting a custom seat. And I'm like thinking, oh, my God, this is overwhelming. Imagine doing a custom, same year, 1980. I think it was what he had was the Sportster motor in that. And but man, all those little details, and I guess it's been about a year it took him to do that. Been about that long.
I'm having a hard enough time getting that cabinet that I keep talking about done that I haven't touched.
I was thinking that's a nice tarp that's covering it, though. It's kind of neat. You got the tarp over it.
Oh, yeah.
It's protecting it.
Yeah, and then I got the cover over the motorcycle, which is a whole nother issue.
Well, I'm not going to talk about those anymore. Projects like that. Yeah. Because we all have them.
Yeah.
But I think that's what we do, don't you? I mean, it's cool to have a project that, in the back of your head, okay, I got this vision for it. I'm going to work on it here and there and all that. If you got the room to keep it and to come back to it when you feel right, when it's got to feel right to you. And it will. Yeah,
but like looking at those, there were a couple hardtail Triumphs there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like, yeah. It was like, that's really cool. It was like, so's my bike. I got to get back on that. Right. Then,
well, so do you see it as a stress point or do you see it as a motivator?
a little bit of a stress point right now.
Mm-hmm. So let time soak it in, and then it becomes a motivator. Okay. Oh, I remember seeing that bike. That was, I could do that. It'll feel right.
Well, the thing is, it's basically done. Mm-hmm. I took it in almost 2 years ago, and had a guy go through it. Found a bunch of stuff that was wrong. Not my doing,
right.
But pieces missing in the transmission. The tank was shot.
Right.
And I paid a bunch of money to get it running.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't kicked it over once since I got it back.
Right.
Yeah. So now it's like I can't just kick it over.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I got to drain the tank, make sure the carb is clean. Because it's been sitting for 2 years. Gas doesn't last that long.
Yeah. I got this stuff. It's called R44 or something like that. My neighbor Whitey said, he goes, if you had a bike or an engine that's been sitting for a long time and it just won't start, pour this in the tank. It's going to fire right up. And this stuff is like nuclear fuel or something. I don't know what it is. Because I got it out of some old guy's, machine shop in Santa Ana. He must get it from like deep Mexico or somewhere, right? And so I said, well, get me a can of that. I'm sure I'm going to need it. I'm reading the instructions. This stuff is like going to explode just sitting there,
Just super toxic.
Super toxic. And maybe just pour that in the tank and just give it a kick. Why not? I mean, how much damage will it do?
None.
Just to give it a kick, see what compression, see what, okay, if it does fire, listen. Then okay, this is what I'm going to need to do.
Okay. Well, at least I took the battery out of it, so it's...
Oh, yeah, that's smart. That's cool.
So at least it's...
I don't do that. In fact, that reminds me, I was messing with my mini bike the other day and cleaning up from those winds, and I thought, I better fire it up. I haven't fired it up in a while. So I fired it up, and now I think I left the fuel on.
Oh.
Yeah, last night when I'm trying to sleep for the show, getting up early to go to the show, I'm thinking, I might have left the fuel on that, but... I don't want to get out of bed in the middle of the night and go check it, so I got to remember to go home and check that. But wouldn't be the first time or the last I do that.
And you ride fairly often.
Mm-hmm.
What bikes do you've...
Well, I've got my 04 Harley Road King. I ride the most. That's almost a daily driver. Then we got a 72 Rapido that we chopped up and... kind of bobbed it up a little bit. And that, I got to get the carburetor looked at in that because it's never been really right. The throttle and everything hasn't been right. But I just goof around and terrorize the neighborhood with that. Then we got one of those, we got two of them now, those little mini Baja bikes. I think it was like a 49cc kind of thing, Chinese bike. That I made one into a mini bike, and then the other one we're going to do another mini bike, kind of little mini chopper. I call it mini chop out of it too. Like I put the little, they can't see how I'm holding my hands up, but little like lane splitter BMX bars on it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's a lot of fun. But it's got them big fat tires, knobby tires on both front and back.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
And then, what does Billy ride?
He's got an 04 Road King with a sidecar.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been over to your place. I just remember this pile of toys, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing I got to get back on the most is that hand cycle we built. Our friend Jack helped us weld it together. Billy had this idea, like, let me take one of my old wheelchairs and make a hand cycle out of it. I'm like, okay. So we were at the Abilities Expo. We're looking at hand cycles, and there's different ways to do the pedaling, with your hands. And and these things, God, they cost thousands of dollars to get a hand cycle. So Billy went on Craigslist, found a guy who had a bunch of bike parts, gave us this Tony Hawk bike, like a 20-inch beach cruiser or BMX bike. And we cut it up, took the hub part and moved it to the front, welded it up to these fork extensions that look like big blades, like samurai blades, sword blades, and then I put the steering together like that, welded it to the wheelchair, and so now we got this hand cycle that it's pretty wild, but it's a great workout.
Oh,
quarter mile around my block, so you do a couple of laps, you got a half mile, a mile out of that, and arms, shoulders, back. I haven't been on it since before winter, so I got to get back on that.
Who needs a gym?
Right. No, build your own gym.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like...
Yeah. But no, goofy stuff like that we put together.
Yeah. I've got friends that say, "Oh, you know, I got to start working out." And it's like, come to work with me for, for like 2 weeks.
Right.
You won't need to go to the gym.
I learned that from my grandfather. You know, just do your hard labor. You don't need to go to a gym.
No.
You know, you feel better about the work you did too. You know, if you're doing work in the yard, you know, digging up a planter and all that, just
digging post holes, mixing cement.
My driveway is a 6-car driveway. I sweep it with a regular hand broom, or not hand broom, but
push broom.
But not the push broom that's the wide thing.
Oh, like
just a regular house broom.
Yeah, like for your kitchen or something.
Yeah, I sweep the whole thing with that all the time. My neighbor comes over, "Why don't you use my blower?" I go, "Because I need the workout. I need the cardio." It's like, why would I do that? You know, this works fine.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but we're getting a little too old to be like jogging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 52, so yeah, I know.
You know, because when I started jogging, it was I did several times. You know, got up to where I was doing 5Ks.
Wow.
You know, at like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then it's like then my knees would start hurting. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, this ain't good. I can't. Running's not an option now.
Well, you can get new knees.
I don't want that.
Say made in Taiwan on them.
Do you know what's involved with that?
Well, I know there's different procedures, and some seem easier than others, but no thanks.
You know, I mean, it's essentially like a sharp point, and they drive it in with a hammer.
Okay.
I mean, that's essentially...
That's how I picture it, right?
You know, and like they put tarps up to catch the blood. You know, as they're pounding this in.
They don't recycle that blood, do they? They're catching it to reuse it.
You know, it's like, no, I that's not
tarps.
You know.
Yeah, no. My neighbor just had hip surgery, and that just seemed painful enough. Just the aftermath and what you can and can't do, and how you move, and he still walks crooked. Yeah, no, it's
and the joys of getting older.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Fiery
you
death.
just turned 50. I thought you just turned 50.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I always have to. You know, as you get older, there's a certain point where it's like, am I going to be 46 this year?
Right.
Or am I 46?
Right. You got to do the math in your head.
Yeah, it's like 67 plus 10 plus 10.
Yeah.
You know. Back to car stuff. I got the Pertronic stuff delivered.
0.6 ohm coil right there. See, holding it up to the microphone so people can see.
Exactly.
Flamethrower 2,
which goes with the Igniter 2 billet distributor.
Right. Flamethrower billet distributors by Pertronics.
And some custom wires.
Yep, flamethrower 8mm mag ×2 plug wires. Those are nice.
So look for a build on that. Yeah.
What does it got? It's got 3 different sets of wires, 8, 7 mag 2, and 7 stock in here.
I don't know. I haven't opened it up.
Oh. All versions feature dual current paths. Wow.
But we got the definite hookup on that for the Galaxie.
Right.
So,
which has a nice protective coating on it right now, keeping it nice and shiny.
Yep. That. Oh, no, that's dust. The California car covers in the trunk.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of sawdust and broken antenna and
Sawdust never hurts anybody. I love sawdust.
But so look for a video on that install. I was thinking about getting my nephew out.
Yeah.
You know,
and your niece. Have her do some of it too. She was cool over at that all-girl car show.
Yep. I don't know how much she's into car stuff.
Doesn't matter.
No. But, you know, my nephew doesn't know mechanical stuff just because of his particular family situation and stuff. So, you know, it's like, well, here's what I do if you want to come hang out and like learn how to do stuff.
Right.
And then I was thinking, it's like, that'd be a great angle on shooting a video.
Right.
You know, rather than, because I mean, like you see a lot of build videos, you know, a lot of kind of like morning radio zoo in your face type of stuff. Oh, today we're going to put in this. And then,
right,
you know,
and it's all these semi-professionals doing it, you know, but having a kid that, you know.
Like I'm teaching how to do.
Right.
You know, it's like.
Even how to just turn a wrench.
Right. You know, it's like, what's top dead center?
Yeah.
You know, how do you find top dead? Michael, no. You know, you know, like slipping it in. It's like, oh, rotor's in the wrong place. You missed a tooth. You know, pop it back out. You know, because how interesting can a dropping in a new distributor, coil and wires be? I'm sure if I go on YouTube right now, there's
plenty of boring videos.
Right. Right. You know, the over your shoulder, the speed up shot.
Right. Okay, yeah. I'm guilty of that.
Okay, but I mean,
no, yeah.
You know, so gonna try to do that. You know, make it a little bit more interesting.
Well, you know, I like that, and you know, saying that your niece, you don't know how much she is into car stuff. I kind of jokingly say, yeah, so, but it's also like, how does she get into it if nobody shows her?
No, you're absolutely right.
Right, but she does have to have the motivation to come over and do it. There's no doubt about that.
Right, she has to want to do it.
Yeah,
you know.
But you're touching. Okay.
I don't know if hey, Uncle William's, you know, doing this. Do you want to come over? I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Right.
She's 16.
Right.
Teenagers, a little unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know, as far as hit or miss. But you know, when I met the wife, you know, I taught her how to do a tune-up on her car, and back when you can do a tune-up on a newer car, you know,
right.
She did it all the way up until, you know, things got, you know, computerized. You know. But she'd be in there, taught her how to change the plugs, you know, wires, points. Well, I guess wouldn't have had points. You know, she'd do everything, and I would do the valve adjustments.
Right.
You know.
Wow.
So, but you're right. I was meant more because I know my niece rather than because she's a female.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was. Everyone needs to know how to turn a basic wrench.
Oh yeah. I my nephew is 13, just turned 13. And a couple of years ago, he had a hard time turning a wrench. He didn't know righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you know. And so we're in the garage, and he comes over for all the holidays, you know. They come over to our house, and he always wants to do something, you know. Hey, Uncle Tony, let's build something, you know. So we get a couple 2x4s and make a little go-kart to push him around the street. And last year for Christmas, I started getting him tools. And so we had that carburetor box from Edelbrock, the 1406 Reformer series, really nice. And it's a neat box. So I cut a couple slits in it, put a rope on the top, so it's a handle, put a bunch of tools inside there. You know, there's your toolbox. You know? And so now, he came over on, what was just the recent holiday? Not Mother's Day, that's tomorrow. Easter. And he has this nice plastic toolbox with all these tools in it now. I'm like, yeah. So he's always wanting to build something. So we're trying to, every time he comes over, trying to have something for him to work on, you know.
Nice.
And so, yeah. So, in fact, that jack, we just got the Max jacks. He helped us put together the cart that holds the motor and the hydraulic fluid and everything. So, yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So it's fun to see him But it just takes little things, get them interested, get them off the, the video games. Other than that, he would have wanted to sit at the big screen with the, the Xbox and play. And I said, yeah, we don't do that here.
Well, and that's how we're going to get this newer generation. Was the millennials?
Yeah, I think they're even younger than millennials, so I don't know what they are.
Okay.
They're lazy asses. No, I don't know what they're calling them now.
Davis and I have talked about this a lot, and with other people, because let's say L.A. Roadster Show, all those guys like in the club,
yeah,
they ain't going to be around 5-10 years from now.
Yeah,
just age wise,
right.
Who's going to carry that torch?
All right. Jimmy Shine.
But I mean, it's like I don't see a lot of 20-year-olds, that can afford a 32 or 34, or even want to.
Right.
But giving a kid a tool, putting them at the workbench, that's what's going to get them interested into making their own stuff. It may not end up being a car,
right?
But it's like, you got to have that hands-on stuff.
But there's that sense of satisfaction when you look at something you built, you put together, rather than built. Let's just say, even if it's just a shelf from IKEA, right? Oh, I put it together. That kind of thing.
Yeah, because not having kids, but Davis's boys, when they were young, I gave them books, for like Christmas and birthdays and stuff.
Right.
And then, flashlights and tape measures.
Yeah.
Then, get into, telescopes.
Oh, cool. Right.
And right now they just want cash.
Right. Yeah.
Which they're at the age it's just like cash.
Well, but they do have taste. Okay.
They've got good taste in cars.
Oh, good.
I forget which one wants what.
Okay.
But they're both like late 60s Mopar guys.
Ah.
Like
right.
All right. So hopefully some of that cash is getting
put aside
for that Challenger or Charger. I forget which one what, but but the whole time that we've gone, different builds, different cars we flipped, they've never wanted anything to do with them, which is weird because I mean, going to Davis's garage, it's like there's a flathead there, there's a Y block right now, there's tons of parts laying around. No,
man,
but they want these Mopars,
right?
So something stuck.
Something stuck there. Yeah, it's got to be that kernel because I don't know when it was for me. I remember having all the Hot Wheels when I was a kid in the 60s, and building models, the Monogram and Revell models after that. I'm always into that. But do I credit it with my Uncle Doug, who in 69, I believe it was, or no, maybe 67, he had a 64 GTO, brought it to our house. We had a 4-car garage, and painted it competition orange with black lace stripes on it in our garage. Was it that was that little nugget in my brain that just said, oh, these are cool, or was it my older brothers who were always into cars and car magazines and throwing them, I get the leftovers of those. I think it's just little nuggets here and there that just end up, those synapses in your brain that go, this is what I'm into,
Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, Matchbox cars. I remember 4th, 5th grade, drawing like funny cars, and dragsters and stuff. I don't know why. I mean, it was the early 70s. I must have seen something on TV.
Yeah. But, well, I mean, at the early 70s, that's when Snake and Mongoose is going on, which I got to remember. I got to invite you guys when I got the movie, so we're going to do a screening in my garage.
Oh, really?
Of the Snake and Mongoose, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll let you know for sure when we do that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool popcorn night.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be sweet.
And Tracy even said she's going to make the popcorn for us. As I said, at her work, she's got a popcorn machine that's broken. I go, oh, I was hoping we can borrow it. She goes, well, I'll make popcorn for you guys. I'm like, really? You'll do that? So cool.
Well, bring the machine home and fix it.
Yeah, I really should. For her work.
Bring your nephew over.
There you go. That's right. Why not?
Figure it out.
We can figure it out. If anything, we'll burn our fingers, but so what?
Yeah.
Burns heal.
And that's how you learn.
That's right.
Oh, don't do that again. Fire is hot.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And I think it was a great day. It was a great show. Mm-hmm. And I think this was a decent podcast.
All right.
What do you have coming up?
Oh boy, what's coming up? There's a next weekend is a poker run for Rip's Bad Ride, which is Bikers Against Diabetes. We're doing the bike build for, so we're gonna do that. And that's gonna be all around Orange County basically, poker run. So
Is that for cars or motorcycles?
motorcycles
Okay.
mostly. Yeah, it's a motorcycle run, and then I know I got a full calendar coming up, but I just don't know offhand. And it's those things that you go, okay, it's Thursday. What am I doing this weekend?
Right. I hear you.
From there.
Next weekend, Davis and I were interviewing a guy, Doug, from Project Street Legal.
Okay.
The weekend after that, is open, which either I'll build or fix something.
Oh, Santa Maria. I'm sorry.
Well, we're not doing Santa Maria.
Oh, but I'm going for my first time with the club.
Oh, okay.
Mercifuls. They, Bill said, yeah, you can ride with me and stuff. So I'm like, all right. So I'm going to ride with Bill in his 58 Fairlane and head up there and do that thing. So early Friday morning till Sunday afternoon.
We haven't been since it was up in Paso.
Right.
How
long ago was that? That was a long time ago.
Was
yeah.
quite a while ago.
Right.
And part of it was like, okay, they're moving it to Santa Maria. Let's give it a couple years, let them figure it out, and then it just kind of got swept.
Right.
Like, oh, Santa Maria. Oh, maybe we should do that. It's like,
yeah, and big weekends, I usually don't go to shows on big weekends like that. Labor Day cruise, either, that kind of thing, and. But now end up going to Ventura for Labor Day, for the Ventura Nationals or Primer Nationals, whatever they're going to call it this year, one of the two.
Ventura.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Primer Nationals was Trophy Queens?
I don't know. Last time I was at Ventura Nationals, they said we're calling it Primer Nationals again. So they're bringing that back or something like that.
I don't know. We've been trying to contact Holly for another interview.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, there you go.
What's it called? Let's see. Going to shoot some video with Patty for Girls in the Garage. Mm-hmm. And then June is totally full.
Yeah.
We got Ink and Iron.
Okay.
Are you going this year? Have you gone to Ink and Iron?
I didn't go last year, but I've gone almost every year before that.
Okay.
And stuff. But yeah.
They dropped the prices.
Oh, that's good.
So
it was always kind of like, do I pay by grabbing my ankles or what?
Right? Yeah. Okay, but on the plus side, you got Iggy Pop last year.
The way I saw it, I had had a chance to talk to Trace about this. Is that I think you should do.
Oh, that's right. You're the one that's got the car show only wristband.
Right. I don't care about the bands. I'm sorry, or the tattooing and all that. It's neat to see, but. If you had just a wristband for the car show, sell that.
Or just Motorama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I get you, but at least last year for us, we went there for hours and hours, came home, and then went back for Iggy Pop.
Okay.
So if we would have paid the $60 for the day, mm-hmm. that we would have gotten our money's worth.
Yeah.
Just because we did go to everything.
And if you think about it, a day of entertainment and all that, even into the night, right? $60 isn't that bad when you look at Disneyland's $100.
Oh, it's more. It's more.
It's
more than that.
So it's like you go, okay, what do I want to do?
My next door neighbor over here cares nothing about old cars. Cares nothing about the tattooing, cares nothing about anything Ink and Iron is about, but he does care about Iggy Pop.
Okay.
We had a special situation where we got like VIP passes.
Okay.
Or the wristbands, so we got to get up into the VIP area to see Iggy.
Ah, nice.
Nice
Right.
and close. And I look over, and there's my next door neighbor. He paid $80 for
Just to go see Iggy.
just to go see Iggy.
Well, I don't know how much it is to go see a concert now, but I bet it's about the same.
Yeah. Let's see. I bought tickets for a Hardcore Devo. They must have been $50 a piece.
Is that actual Devo or is that a
Oh no!
band?
Oh, you don't know Hardcore Devo?
No.
From 74 to 77. There's actually 2 CDs of Hardcore Devo. It's all this like 4-track and experimental stuff before the first album.
Oh, okay.
So there's a few songs in there that ended up making it onto other albums
Later on.
Mongoloid, actually before the first album, the first EP was called Be Stiff, and there's a few songs from Hardcore Devo that made it onto Be Stiff, but some killer stuff.
Wow.
And so
So it was actually Devo playing this stuff.
right,
Okay.
they're only doing like 10, 12 shows.
Ah.
Of playing the stuff that they were playing before Are We Not Men.
Right.
And totally looking forward to it.
All right.
Being a hardcore Devo fan.
Sure.
Yeah. And, especially after, Bob 2 recently died. And last year, man, I just lost the name. The original drummer
Oh.
died. The Human Metronome was his nickname.
Oh. I don't know. My friend Jill would know. She knows all that about
Okay.
the bands. But
Man, I'm kicking
look
myself.
up Tour Bus Live. That's my friend Jill. They go to every concert and photo. They're the official photographers of KLOS and all that too. But yeah.
Oh, it's driving me nuts. All
right. It'll
'cause
come to you. Next podcast. Stay tuned to the next podcast for the name of that drummer. I can hear people like I do when I'm listening to you guys. It's this, man. Come on.
But let's see, I'm going to the Hardcore Devo show the same day as we're doing the Antique Nationals.
Okay.
Have you been to the Antique Nationals?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in Fontana on the 29th this year.
Oh,
next
okay.
month.
Has it always been in Fontana? I'm thinking it was in Bakersfield before.
Davis and I've only been to Bakersfield once, and it wasn't for that show.
Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't been to Antique Nationals.
Yeah, totally low key.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super low key.
Right.
But just tons of racing.
Right.
Which is
Yeah.
I dig.
Right.
So there's Ink and Iron. Then weekend after that is the LA Roadster Show. Mm-hmm. Weekend after that is the F100 Nationals.
Oh, okay.
And then Davis was saying the Y Block shootouts.
Yeah, when's that? I might do that. That's in Verona, isn't it? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Because he said it was FEs also are allowed in that. That's
Yeah.
what, on that podcast
Right.
he said, and I was like, 56 out on the track, you know.
I saw he was doing some emails trying to get some info and credentials and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I don't have that date. So yeah.
So what, we could do a Ranchero, right? That's got the 390 in it?
Ranchero's got a 390.
Okay. And your Galaxie.
It's got a 390.
And my 56.
It's got a 390.
You can see who pulls the time. Call 800 Primer Podcast and vote for your favorite.
I know you'll take me. You'll take the Galaxie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got
Maybe the weight issue?
the weight issue and the gearing.
Oh, okay.
You've got much taller gears than me.
Oh.
I've got like 275.
Oh, right.
You know, so it's like cruising gears.
Right. And I'm not giving you car length.
Okay. You know, and in the big master plan is to change those out to like 325.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just don't have the time and money to dump that kind of change into.
Sounds like you need to call into if anybody at Curry or
Yeah.
know wants to sponsor the rear end of a Galaxie on Primer podcast.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to be at MPMC next year.
Right.
Yeah,
The number is 800 Primer podcast.
You know, and then after being in your 56, I think it was pretty zippy. See, Davis and I have always had a debate between the Ranchero and the Galaxie.
Okay.
He thinks that he can take me. I don't think so because he won't hook up.
Yeah, I was going to say, his rear end doesn't have the weight.
Right.
Throw it full of cinder blocks, but then he's got too much weight.
Right. So his engine's built up a little bit more than mine, but I don't think he's going to hook up.
Ladder bars, maybe?
You know, see, that'd be bags of cement would be cheating.
Oh, okay.
You know, because we're talking as is.
Oh, okay, right.
At the very least, it would be a very close race between the two of us. But yours being a lighter car, built already, essentially finished with the right drivetrain,
Right.
and it's lighter than light.
I wonder how much lighter it would be.
This is a big car. It's you know, there's a lot of weight to get moving.
And the steel's probably the same, you know, on the body is probably the same as weight, you know, as far as gauge and everything. That's my car, but yeah, I can see it is a little bit bigger.
But
can you imagine getting them front wheels dangling in the air? Oh, nice.
like the what was it, the purple.
Oh yeah, the purple people eater.
Yeah, from the shifters.
Right, that thing was bouncing all over the track.
That was not okay.
Oh, that would have been scary. I bet they cleaned his shorts afterwards. That would have been scary. That thing almost went vertical.
Yeah, it did a really good bumper stand,
Yeah.
and then just kept bouncing down the track.
Yeah. I can't wait to look at the video.
Left and right, left and right.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Good thing there was nobody running next to him.
Right.
And then even your buddy said that, you know, they did a second pass, and then Tech said you're done.
Yeah.
You know, no more.
Because they were running nitro, or was it not nitro? Yeah, nitromethane in it or something, weren't they? Or alcohol. And they said if it was gas, you could do it, but
yeah. You're pushing it too much, and we're not having a fire and a crash here.
Was that flat top Bob? Or not Bob, Flat Top Tom that was there talking about the flat top? I can't remember which guy it was.
Yeah, but I've never met him.
Oh, okay. But there were a lot of young people there. We were talking about young people earlier, like we're the 20-year-olds, you know. I think there was a lot of young peoples. Yeah, good English.
Okay, at this one,
At this show, you know. So there is some of that, you know. But hopefully that passion remains with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I think we're done.
All right.
So
let's end it a second time.
So hit both of us up on Facebook, Blacktop and Primer Podcast. If you don't like iTunes, we are up on Stitcher and TuneIn, which both have free apps for your smartphone. You can stream it anytime, anywhere.
I always just listen on the computer.
Yeah.
On your website.
Yeah,
I mean,
but a lot of my podcasts, I subscribe and download from iTunes and just plug them into my iPod every day.
Yeah.
Some people can't be bothered with that, and
right.
So there's your other option. You know, your smartphone.
Yeah, there's no reason not to listen.
Right. You know, so we're out there. So until next week with Doug from Project Street Legal.
Right.
My name's William
And I'm Tony
from Blacktop
from Blacktop Magazine.
No one to choose,
Don't skip on the primer.
but there'll be